Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Welcome to Blind City, the podcast. I'm your host, Langford Cunningham. We are the therapy for these streets.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get a proper investigation. Well, definitely, I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Your car got shot up, right?
Yeah, he struck the bullet.
Yeah, you from the hood.
They just passed a law where you can give a kid a gun without the parents' permission.
Wait a minute. They can do what? We got people in power that's not really for the people. They think the people work for them. You work for the people.
We got to talk about the disparities in our community.
North side look like a bomb didn't hit it.
Big St. Louis energy all the time, man. We in here. It's the home city, Blind City. It's the home team, Blind City podcast takeover, It's the collaborative effort. Shorty, showing love, British Williams, Andrew Caldwell, Blind City podcast in here. What's up, family?
What's the deal, man? Glad to be inside the studio, Blind City on the road with the home team, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. Welcome to the home team. And sometimes you can't, like I noticed and been in business now, you can't hire family. They will steal from you. They will try to get your business shut down.
Right, bro.
Yeah,
so I see that now.
That should have been a slow build for longevity.
And speaking on that,
it could have been like the law type of situation.
Right. And I'm glad we on this. Let's pivot real quick. But also too, man, I just think the black business here in St. Louis. Let me say this, and you can respond. You might agree, you might disagree, but that's cool. St. Louis is not ranked in the top 100 of black businesses at all right now.
It's not.
And this is my reason why. We just had a great award show the other night, right?
We did.
Right. I think y'all did your group attend the home team?
Shorty got an award.
Okay, that's great. That's great. This is what Atlanta has learned how to do, and we're still trying to play catch up as black people in our community. We gotta learn how to put our dollars together. Everybody's doing everything individually around here. But
their award show was nice, but I never seen none of those people in the city of St. Louis.
Let me get to it, Andrew. Now, I want to hear your response. And, people might think I'm hating. No, I'm not hating. I'm just trying to expand that black dollar that it can represent our community. We just have too many individuals pocketing a lot of money, and they think they're done with it. That's what they do. They get comfortable. But what if we had one big award show? If everybody put their ideas, entrepreneurship together, just like the Stan Musial Awards. And you can look at it on your YouTube channel. This is their award show. And they come together down there at the old Peabody House. What's the name of it? The Staples Center?
The Steeple Theater.
Steeple Theater was just there with Smino, right?
Yeah.
That was a good interview y'all did with him.
Yeah, for sure.
But I knew Smino, whoever backed Smino, his label, when they put him in there, they got some money.
Yep.
Everybody can't go in there.
No,
but
sure.
What I'm saying, back to the awards, I don't understand the procedure, how they pick these people.
I don't listen.
Hold on, let me finish. Hold on, British.
I said the same thing.
Hold on. And I'm not hating because people go, no, I'm not. This is what I'm saying. Who is making our city move forward? Or are we just handing perks at the door?
Handing out
Is it
things.
just because the people are sponsored to your magazine, you just want to congratulate them? And then if that's the situation, that's cool. But when you put out this power list, understand the word power. Mm-hmm. And some of the people on that list, man, I don't know who they are, what they did. And then, how you overlook Blind City, what I've done.
Well, see, that's the thing.
I'm just saying, I just don't know how, even with the STL Awards, they had a hip-hop show over the summer. I spoke with the young lady. She's making some transitions with it. But I'm just saying, when we throw award shows here, it's just like, it's personal. It's friendship.
See,
let the people vote for you. Well, you can't do that because their friends going to vote for you.
Correct.
Well, this is my thing when it comes to that, right? Because if you want to shake the city up, if I want to shake the city up right now, I would make me a Facebook page and I would say, whatever the category I want it to be, I would say, these are the top 10 podcasts, and I would list all my peoples, and it would shake it up. If I would say, these are the top 10 rappers, I would list my 10, and it would shake it up. These are the top 10 influencers or promoters. And if whoever, I would shake the city up because everybody would go so crazy, not more so congratulating who's on it, but more so talking ish about who's not. And the thing is, who's ever, let's say Blind City, let's say you were selected on the 100 or if it was 50 or whatever, somebody gonna say, well, why he on there? Same way you gonna look on there or you gonna hear some names on there and you gonna say, so one thing about me is because me coming up being an artist, being an influencer, being a host in the city, sometimes even when I left, it would be like out of sight, out of mind. And I'd be like, man, how they ain't gonna be? So what I started to do was, it was like, I'm not gonna feed so much into, okay, cool. Y'all want to give me accolades? Okay, whatever. That's love. I respect it. But when it comes to, if I want something done for me, if I want it done how I want it done, then I do it. So that's why when they would have all these festivals here, from Grove Fest to Lou Fest to all these things like that, they wouldn't hit my line. So I said, okay, I'm gonna start STL Fest. When I started come back in town and I was doing my music with the live bands and stuff, and everybody was still trying to hit me to do ratchet, I say, okay, I'm gonna start doing my own live experiences. You can't book me. To perform. So I think that like us here in St. Louis, we gonna do that. Like if it's a list or something come out, what we gonna do is we gonna point out the issues with what they're doing. Now for sure, if Blind City, if you doing a list or something, I guarantee you going to put people on there that you rock with.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the difference is, Shawty. Here's the difference, though. Some things common sense got to kick in. How the hell Big Boss Yvette not on there? She got a deal. She has a deal with Universal Republic. She was on the red carpet at BET. Yep. That's common sense. She don't need people to vote for her.
Well, you gotta
for where she came from and how she made it, that's already a statement. Your hustle is your statement.
I agree.
But I'm saying I think that's like opinionated, right? Because it's like, those are at the
but
end of the
her hustle is certified. You watching on TV.
That award show won't downgrade me and won't upgrade me.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if that's the case, somebody could say,
understand
why wasn't Smino on there? Or why wasn't Andrew on there?
Correct, but they should have been, though. Your hustle should represent you,
though. The people who they know, and it should have been the mayor's office and
why Jason Tatum ain't on there? I mean, we can go all day. DJ Charlie Chan. I mean, these people are making the world move.
All of these people have been on there either years, because this is.
But they say they have. I checked with them. They haven't been on there.
This is probably my third time, like I guess, like being like nominated. But this is my first time that I was actually in town to attend. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, I know the people behind it, and it's like it's one of them things where it is. You can tell even their even their energy behind it. So it's like, if we do that, we gonna do that at every event. If we sit here and say, okay, who is that? Because this is we're gonna do. Listen, Smino is, if not one of the only artists outside of Nelly that can announce a Stifle Theater.
That's right.
A month before and sell it out, right?
Yeah.
Right?
If we go to 10 gas stations right now in St. Louis and ask who the number one St. Louis artist is, nobody's going to say Smino.
Right.
We gotta go survive for our kids now. Correct. Because we don't have a man in the household to make sure we okay.
Yesterday,
it was at a point one time in our life where a man wouldn't let a woman go do nothing with no drugs, or not letting a woman go ride down or do nothing like that. Now they ask him to do it, and I'm watching girls that I didn't grow up with that's going to jail for dudes.
Well, right now the women are the pimps and the niggas are the hoes.
Correct.
Hear it in the music. Yes. Listen to what the girl said in her music. You know, you're gonna pay me for this ass. I want the Birkin bag. You're gonna give me money for sex.
Understood.
That's why the strip clubs are slow right now.
Yeah.
They all selling, man. The whole hood selling coochie.
Yeah, for sure.
The men too.
No, definitely.
British say the
no,
men.
for real.
Right.
Like, that's like,
right.
I just
But the women are running the families now, because even the younger guys don't have a car. The women got the cars picking their ass up.
No, seriously, they ain't got nothing, and they want to know why we don't want to respect them for what? We the new niggas with money. That's just what it is.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like it's flipped. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's all the way flipped. So
we got a lot of work to do, man. We got a lot of work to do, bro. That's all I'm saying. It starts with people like us, man. The people that are influencing the community really can create change, that has the power to create change. But that's not guaranteed either. Like you said, Shawty, they might see it, they might see your receipts, but that don't mean they're gonna buy into it.
No. Right. And that's why yesterday there was about I know what happened because I reached out. There was like over 20 cars of one car, and the two girls that start running, and two guys start running. The police, St. Louis police, we blame the police for things that we shouldn't, because yesterday I witnessed.
What happened?
I witnessed two girls and two boys jumping out of a car to the highway, and then the other girl was fighting the police, and the police fell on the ground. I'm like, girl, you could have got killed, and then you'll be screaming, how my daughter get killed? How this happened? You guys, we need to start respecting the police. That's one. And we need to respect the communities.
Well, that's a different topic
Yeah,
because
that's right.
the
We
police
gonna
need to start respecting us too.
Right.
Now,
Facts.
I'm a little Martin Luther King and I'm a little Malcolm X, a little bit of both, because I've seen situations, we see it every single day where the police overuse their powers. They don't give us the same respect that they. Let me explain. This is how I look at it. How is it that every mass murderer that goes and shoots up whole facilities, schools, and all this, they are somehow always miraculously come out without them being shot? But the little boy that you just pulled over on the side of the road, you didn't gun him down, and he dead. It don't make sense. Why didn't you shoot this man that just was trying to shoot?
I guess it's
Absolutely.
different times and different officer, whoever.
No,
Absolutely.
they white
Yeah.
and we black. That just is what it is. When you
Right.
get done,
Oh, okay.
racism is always an issue. It's gonna be an issue probably for as long as I live.
Yeah.
Now
Well-
my grandparents tell me all the time. They never thought. I watched my grandfather be so happy. He had a picture of Obama and Michelle on his wall in the house because they got to watch a black man become president. You understand what I'm saying to you? I might not never see by the time I have my grandkids, racism stop. We saw Martin Luther King be able to say, hey, I have a dream to this, to this, to that. The dream still ain't even here. We still ain't got that. You see us come together, but white people are still teaching black kids that they are better than us. Whether they can live in a trailer. I had to have a conversation with my daughter about white kids because of something that was said to her at school. She's 4 years old. They live over in Fenton in a $100,000 house, and we live in Lake St. Louis in a $600,000 house, but they still think they better than me. That's a problem for me. But that might be a problem for the rest of my living days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
But it got to be, as far as like a better than, a worse than. That's not. It don't. I just feel like the whole mentality of it is like backwards. Like, because even for you to feel like that if you have more than me, then you're better than me.
No,
I'm just saying
I
in
don't feel
general.
that, but that's what I'm saying.
But don't
to
we
you
do
is-
that in our community too?
For
but-
sure, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
but
That
what I'm saying-
whole
What I'm
mentality is just
saying to
backwards.
you,
Yeah.
it's women, it's people that really believe, and they are taught from
Oh yeah, no doubt.
from that
Yeah.
Oprah is nothing.
Right,
That's
right.
Oprah.
Well-
You live in a trailer park, and Oprah then
And you
went
think, oh,
and gave
exactly.
cars back to everybody in the audience, but she's nothing.
She's nothing. Right.
Because
Just
that's what
because
they're
of the
taught.
color of her
Because
skin.
of the color of her skin.
Yeah.
Right.
And now
It's
I don't
hard to
think-
change it, and
It is.
there is still
Well-
racist, and there's still
It's never-
racists
I don't think I'm
in
gonna
these
ever outlive it.
corporations as well too. And
Correct.
you have to understand, if you want some money, sometimes you have to kiss their butts.
Right.
No, I'm not kissing nobody, but I'm not.
It
No,
ain't- I
that's
don't-
not.
I
That's
don't-
not
I don't
my.
know if it's
That's
called-
not
I
my
don't
mentality.
I don't know if it's called
Not
kiss the
kissing their
butt.
butts,
I
but
mean,
you get what I'm saying.
It's
Right.
called play the
Sometimes-
game.
Play the
Correct.
game.
It's called
Right.
play
You
the
gotta
game.
play the
It's called
game.
playing
It's
the
called
game.
playing
Yeah, it's about playing the
It's a
game.
certain level of how I'm
Right.
gonna play the game. I'm only gonna
Yeah.
go so far.
Yeah,
Well-
you don't alter your morals with your values, what you stand on, but you definitely got to play the game because that's what.
And some money, that what the Bible say, money ain't good.
No, it's root
Money's the
all
root of
evil.
all
It's all
Yeah.
evil. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a
But
So
I
it take
know-
money to be successful and to
Well, let me give you game
Give
more
back.
money. Every time you get that money, who on the dollar bill? Who's
Well,
on
like
Who's on the
presidents?
100? All the dollars. Who on it?
Mhm.
Franklin.
And what color are they?
All of them white
Green.
men.
You know that. You know why they did that? To let you know you still a slave to their system. Because you
Sure.
cannot use me
see
if
what
I
I'm
wasn't on
saying?
this dollar.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds you of. I don't give a damn how far you get
I'm
in
ready
life.
for a
You
Barack
gotta
Obama
use
dollar.
that money. You got to
Me
use
too.
that money to make it in
Whatever
America.
happened to that Harriet Tubman? When they
I
supposed to be
think
coming
they
with?
still coming.
What supposed to be? What
I
was
think
supposed
they
to be-
dropped her
They
down. They put her on the quarter.
They trying to
dropped her
straight. They
down.
trying to straighten her hair before they put her on there.
Yeah.
You silly.
Man, they need to put on.
But-
They need to put on the
Hey.
$20 bill. Be the Harriet Tubman.
Hey,
Well, the machine won't print it. The machine
Harriet
won't print
Tubman.
it. The
I
machine
think let me
won't
get it
print
done.
it.
Let me
Well,
get a Harriet
That's what
Tubman.
they said.
Hey man,
Okay.
this is great. This is great. Like I said, I thank you for just giving the time up for me to come in and talk with you. And we
Thank you
definitely.
for coming
We really
in.
wanna
I
know.
think people
I
really need
enjoyed
to
this
see this side.
conversation.
Need to see this side of you, the home team. You know that you have passionate for the community and how you feel.
For sure.
And we need to have these more conversations every day in our households as well, and just even with people that's not from our households. And that's what Blind City is trying to do. Just bring this awareness out to all people, so you can see how we all feel. Because that's the only way we're going to get anything accomplished. We can't keep talking behind closed doors. We got to put it out there to people, and at least you know where I stand if you don't like it.
True.
Yeah. That's
Well,
We
That's
appreciate
true,
you.
man.
I
We
know this
appreciate
working
you.
for the
Appreciate
home
you.
team. I know working for Hot 104.1, and I know working for Dirk and Becky. I have learned that the community is more important than me, And I'm glad that and I can speak for us, but I'm glad that we invited you up here. I'm glad you accepted the invitation.
So Derek and Becky taught you that, or who taught you that?
Yeah, Derek and Becky.
They
told you that the community.
They gave me this position. They gave me this.
That's
okay.
That's who been telling you that.
I guess. All right, come on, y'all.
What's up, blindcitythepodcast.com. It's your girl, Michaela McGee, Miss Missouri, USA. When I'm just chilling, hanging out, I love to listen to blindcitythepodcast.com. They bring all of the real. We talk about community, real issues going on affecting real people. Make sure that you guys are listening to blindcitythepodcast.com.
Thank you for tuning in to the new Real STL News. I am Sister Felicia, and I'm sitting here with none only but Brother Langford with Blind City Podcast, and also with Brother Anthony Shaheed, boots on the ground, Brother Anthony Shaheed. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister.
So
I'm going to say Assalamu alaikum now. You know, I got to say that. You know, I got to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I got to start with the name of Allah.
Absolutely.
But I'm honored.
I'm honored as well. Thank you. Today we're here to talk about Blind City Podcast, as well as just bringing the platforms together. Brother Langford, tell us about Blind City Podcast.
Well, Blind City Podcast is for the community. I went through adversity when I was losing my sight, and it was definitely a gift that God gave me to empower a community. Not far as me being blind and can't see, but a community that's blinded by crime, racism, and poverty, and what we're going through right now in St. Louis.
Yes. And so what are some of the topics you've talked about on your show?
Human trafficking. We really discuss black girls missing. Check out that episode 59, blindcitypodcast.com, YouTube. We talk about the violence. We just talk about just information and awareness. Everything that goes on in our community that oppresses us, we talk about it on Blind City Podcast.
All right. And it's episode 59.
Black girls missing.
Black girls missing. And you behind the scene, we were talking about DMC was here?
Yes, from the group Run DMC. DMC came through. That's a future episode that will air probably in a couple weeks. And it was just having a legend inside the city and just getting blessed by his knowledge and traveling around the world and just talking to the kids about real hip-hop music. And hip-hop started off with The Message. Grandmaster Melly Mel, The Message. And that's what we have lost in rap music today is the message.
The message. Well, speaking of message, let's talk and bring in Brother Anthony Shaheed, boots on the ground. I always have to say that boots on the ground because he is one of the brothers that are out here in the community, not just here in St. Louis. I'm talking about nationally and internationally. So we appreciate you, brother.
And also a legend.
A legend.
Living legend.
Living legend. Yes. And so we know how important it is to get this message out, brother. We thank you for joining us on this platform. Unexpected guest, but hey, but you say Allah knows best, right?
Allah knows best, that's right.
So in reference to spearheading and changing the trajectory of our city, what are your thoughts?
Well, first thought, I want to thank Brother Langford and all the work that he's been doing. He unselfishly push in the community to get some of those issues out that he just spoke about. What I see it is coming together in unity. I want to say that before we went to your question. Elijah Muhammad said, black people coming together, we're more powerful than an atomic bomb. And we can solve our problem, no problem that the black man have over the entire world and the universe, that if we got together overnight, we could change the whole thing. You know, so just being on here with him, he has a platform. We all with Mary Bowser, Freeman Bowser Senior, we have a platform. Real STL News has a platform. If we come together, we can get the information out about episode 59, where he's talking about human trafficking. We can talk about the situation with Sister Kim Gardner from our perspective, because we already know the white media going to spin it or they're going to even cut it. You'll be able to tell them what you're talking about, but they're going to cut it. You say, I didn't say that. I know you didn't, because they're going to make sure they cut what you said that you're supposed to hear. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm just honored to be here with him. I am an unexpected guest, but I'm not no guest because this is my brother and you're my sister. And anything that's going to help black people is what we're about. But let me go to him, because I'm just honored to be here with you, my brother. I couldn't wait to come here with you. And all I can say is all praise due to Allah. Let's get busy.
Let's get busy.
Thank you, brother.
Yes. So you have a magazine that is coming out.
Yeah, I was inspired. like brothers like Brother Shaheed, what he's done in the community, what Mary Bosley's doing in the community, just all our living legends, Brother Dr. Juma Muhammad, also my mentor, and just all the people that have served in the civil rights and activism in St. Louis have really never been honored. And I created a magazine, me and Mike Brown Sr., where he helped me come up with the name called The Struggle. Because that's what we fighting every day, right, Brother Shaheed?
Yes,
we're in the struggle. And this is what the magazine represents. Right. And we want to honor the people in our community who are fighting every day to help Black people in our community. And I just felt there wasn't no other magazine that was doing that. You know, we don't give perks, just dedication and hard work in our community.
Well, what I love about you jumping in real quick, you keep it real. And I'm going to tell you one thing about young people, the reason they just don't want to listen to the older ones, they tired of something being imitated, like it's an imitation. You know, they don't want no Memorex, they want it real. And that's what Blind City Podcast does. They keep things real. The things that you talk about on this show, most of them scared and they piss on themselves. Excuse my language. So they urinate, they pee-pee on themselves. I'm just only doing this because I'm on your show.
Yes, sir. Well, you're on the new Real STL News, so hey,
so we keep
everything
when they piss on themselves. The issues that he bring up, the things that we talk about with like the Demetrius Johnson Center being closed down, and where Tashara Jones, who's the mayor of the city of St. Louis, feels it's better to close that place down, even though she said during the State of the Union she want to work on crime. She's a lie. She can't work on crime with that building being shut down. And the mere fact that building is shut down and the water was turned off the day before his memorial, Demetrius Johnson, the day before his memorial, that water was turned off in that center. That shows you it's a problem in the Black community. And the mere fact that they do that and get that off, you know, I'm thankful that brother has a platform where 3 or 4 of us can come together, Real STL News, the Freeman Bowser Jr. Show, and Real STL News, and other platforms that we can come together, and Blind City Podcast. The mere fact that we can all come together, we can keep this information out and put our spin on it instead of white folks putting their spin on it. Because when these white folks get to putting their spin on there, we're going to be the bad guys. They're going to be like the Indians. They stole the Indian land. Next thing you know, the Indians stole their land. Next thing you know, the Indians are going to be white. Because they're going to change the platform. Everything they're going to do. One thing they can do, they can lie. They talk about they can't jump, but they will lie. Right. They specialize in lying. But go ahead.
And basically, we're creating our own narrative now. That's one thing Demetrius Johnson taught me. We got to create our own narrative.
Yes, sir.
We depend on other people creating our narrative, not no more. That's what Blind City, the Freeman Bosley Show, and any other shows that I may not be aware of that's addressing issues in the community. We must create our own narrative. Don't let their narrative dictate our community.
Yes, and I agree. The new Real STL News, of course, was originally Real STL News, but it came from our brother Darren Seals saying how we needed to ensure that we gave our story from our perspective. And I think that is so key and it's so important because even with Blind City Podcast, you're giving the story, you're telling the narrative from a perspective that we can receive and accept. Yes. When you talk about young girls that are missing out of Berkeley and out of St. Louis and across this nation, just coming up missing, and it's not important.
And body parts. It's not just them. Once they come up missing, what they doing to them. They chopping up and getting body parts.
Body parts, sex trafficking.
Yeah, organ trafficking as well. Okay. And a lot of these girls are going over to Mexico and the Dominican Republic getting BLWs, getting body changes, and they're getting kidnapped and found dead because they're taking the organs out their body. So they got to be careful of going across seas and going in these other countries that you're not worried about just to get a change on your body that you're insecure about.
Give them that episode again, episode 59. How do they get there?
Episode 59, just go to blindcitypodcast.com or Blind City Podcast YouTube.
And before we wrap up, because I want to go back to that, here in St. Louis, you're bringing that message out on your platform about the young ladies are missing. That episode with a sister who was able to get a law established in her state. And I know that's something that we're desiring to do here in Missouri. Tell us about that real quickly before we leave.
Yes, in Minnesota, Senator Ruth Richardson is her name. She passed the first black girl missing human trafficking bill in Minnesota, and she created a task force that went into the communities to find out these missing black girls, how many were missing. Do you know it's 5 black women murdered per day? Think about that. Let that marinate. 5 women murdered per day in America, Monday through Sunday, 5 a day. Over 70,000 black women are missing throughout America with barely no media coverage on us. And we know when Becky go missing, they bring out the helicopters and the bloodhounds.
Right.
So we're just trying to change the narrative, and she has started that in Minnesota. So hopefully the senators, the Mosleys that came to my human trafficking event at Harris Stowe, they can follow what she did and create something like that here in the state of Missouri. Because, you know, we missing a lot of black women, and we lost a lot of black women to domestic violence in the last 3 years in Missouri.
And I'll say that too with the new Real STL News. One of the things that we did, not only did we create a platform to share our story from our perspective, but they had the missing person search, where they would actually go out, the reporters would go out with the family and call for the community to come, and the community would respond. Or we're missing children, or we're missing, you can't find a loved one. And we post that on our board. So it's good to know that you are doing the same thing. We're, like Brother Saheed said, come together and work together as a community, all media platforms.
If I can jump in real quick, I seen the brother Amir Brandy, Brother Charles Muhammad, and some of the other staff members.
Amir Ali?
Amir Ali. They were absolutely on the ground one night about a month or two ago looking for someone that was missing. And I thought that was very powerful.
Yes.
You know, it's not just us talking about it, but at some point we have to set the example as black men or as black people, black women too, but especially black men, set the tone that is serious about what's happening in our community, and we're taking it serious, and we're just not writing that off. So I want to thank you publicly, brother, for what you're doing with the sisters that are missing, and what you're trying to do in other cities, and how you're tag teaming with other cities to get this message out.
Thank you.
And that's the only way we can do it. We got to unify in St. Louis. All the black media listen up, and hopefully Brother Shaheed and I in the future can get a conference with all the black media here in St. Louis, and we can start some type of gala on the weekends just only for black media to discuss our issues, to make sure we're all on the same page.
Beautiful.
So hopefully that'll come in the future. But yes, everybody, Blind City Podcast and .com, please support it. And let me also say this. For some people, they may not like me, okay? We got people out here, we got grudges in our community. I'm working on mine, okay? I'm maturing every day. But understand, Dr. King says our personal differences should not be bigger than our community.
That's right.
Yes.
When it comes to saving our children's lives, we got to put it aside.
When you lost your vision, you lost your sight, but you didn't lose your vision.
I had to lose my sight to find my vision. Got that right.
Thank you.
And tell them where they can find you on Channel 30.
ABC Channel 30 on Kickback Sunday nights, 1 a.m. You got 2 other black shows that come on before mine, but just enjoy black TV though. We got black TV on ABC 33, independent black shows. So Kickback. Yeah. When you come in from the comedy shows, you're coming in on Sunday nights, you relax, you're laying up in the bed with your woman, turn on ABC 30. That's probably when you're doing something. Look at Blind City Podcast, you know what I mean?
1 a.m. Blind City Podcast on Sunday morning. So is that Monday morning or is it like Saturday?
You know, we as black folks, we say midnight on Sundays. We'll never say Monday morning. But yeah, it is Monday morning, but it's after midnight.
Okay, so Monday morning at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you miss it, go to YouTube on Monday and see it, Blind City Podcast YouTube.
All right. YouTube on Monday.
And quit smoking them blunts, man. They got nicotine in it. You're sticking a time bomb in your mouth. You're killing yourself. Go to Papers. Get a Papers and smoke your weed, okay? And make sure fentanyl not in it.
All right now. But I want to also get out that you're on, is it Apple and what else?
Everything, yes ma'am.
Apple, Spotify.
Everywhere, yes.
And everywhere.
Instagram, Facebook, you catch me anywhere. You will see me before I see you.
All right now, and there you have it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Guys, we thank you for tuning in to the new Real STL News. This is Sister Felicia. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
If you found this content helpful, please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blind City, the podcast.